You think you know the Hulk, a green monster, rage, punches, destruction. Simple as that. But what if that's only the surface? And what if the Hulk isn't a scientific accident, but an inevitable psychological consequence? Because when you look deeper, the Hulk isn't about strength, he's about what doesn't fade away. For decades, Marvel sold the Hulk as a mistake, an experiment gone wrong. Bruce Banner tries to control a dangerous creation. The military tries to contain it. Cities are destroyed, and the cycle repeats. Monster appears, chaos, the end. But this pattern always hid something bigger, because the true conflict was never external. It was always internal. I saw the Hulk that way for a long time too, a simple character in a complex universe, until I read Immortal Hulk, and then everything changes. Al Ewing doesn't write a standard action story. He writes a story about trauma, about identity, about what cannot be erased. Here, gamma radiation stops being science and becomes a symbol. It's not just energy, it's a trigger. It's a memory that doesn't dissolve. It's pain taking shape. And the Hulk isn't born from rage. He's born from repression, from the accumulation, from what was pushed down too deep for too long. And that changes everything. Because now the Hulk isn't an other. He is what remains. The part of Bruce Banner that refuses silence. The part that insists on existing, even when it's denied, even when it's destroyed. And here begins the real horror of Immortal Hulk. He cannot die. Not really. Because there is the green door, a passage, a boundary between death and something deeper, the below place, a place where death doesn't work the way it should. Every time Banner dies, he returns, but not as a cure, as a repetition, as a cycle, as if something were always waiting for his return. And that transforms the Hulk into something far greater than a character. He becomes inevitability. It's not about strength, it's about permanence. Now think about that for a moment. What if the Hulk isn't a monster? What if he's a mechanism of return, an automatic response of the mind to extreme trauma? Bruce Banner always tried to cure the Hulk, eliminate, control, erase. But Immortal Hulk inverts that logic. What if the Hulk isn't the disease? What if he's the symptom? The body saying what the mind refuses to hear. And when you understand that, everything shifts. Because the Hulk stops being an enemy and becomes a mirror, an uncomfortable mirror that doesn't just show strength, it shows what's been hidden: anger, fear, shame, loss, everything you try to bury. And most importantly, none of it goes away. It only changes shape and returns. The Hulk isn't strong because he grows. He's strong because he insists, because he won't accept disappearing. And that raises an uncomfortable question. Who is really in control? Banner? Or just the illusion of control? In Immortal Hulk, even Banner's science fails. Gamma radiation doesn't follow normal rules. It seems alive, almost conscious, as if it were something greater than physics, as if it were a system, a cycle. And that turns everything into existential horror. Not the horror of external monsters, but the horror of realizing the problem is within. Because the Hulk isn't destruction, he is return. He is what insists on coming back to the world, even when it shouldn't. And the story makes that even clearer when it goes beyond the planet, beyond humanity, beyond time. At the end of Immortal Hulk, the universe is gone. There are no more stars. There is no more life. Everything has gone out. Absolute silence. And yet, he is there. The Hulk, not as a victory, not as a defeat, but as a final consequence, as something that was never resolved. And this completely changes the meaning of immortal. It's not about living forever. It's about never ending, never closing, never being resolved. And here the story goes one step deeper, because this isn't just about the Hulk, it's about us. How many parts of yourself do you try to ignore? How many emotions do you push down hoping they'll disappear? Immortal Hulk suggests something uncomfortable. Nothing ever really disappears. It only waits. And when it returns, it comes back more defined, heavier, impossible to ignore. And so we reach the end of the work, when everything is already gone, when there is no more world, when there is no more time. And even then, he remains. This isn't victory. This isn't defeat. This is absolute permanence. And this is the true horror, because it means some things don't depend on the universe existing to continue. And this connects directly with trauma, because trauma doesn't disappear. It changes shape, but it remains. Now bring this to real life, to small things, memories that return without warning, situations that reactivate old emotions. The Hulk is this on a maximum scale. What you didn't resolve, amplified to the limit. And perhaps that is why he is so fascinating, because he isn't fantasy, he's an exaggeration of the real. So in the end, the Hulk isn't about destruction, he's about permanence, about what insists, about what doesn't end. And perhaps the final question isn't whether you can defeat this inside yourself, or whether you truly want to, or if there is something there that only needs to be understood, not erased. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to see other characters dissected at this level, there's more coming. But now the question is yours. When something inside you insists on returning, do you try to destroy it? Or learn to face it?